Welcome to Armory Digital Superspeedway here in Seattle, Washington. We will be going at speeds up to 250 miles per hour in what is no question the fastest track of the NICS season. We have the 25 of Sherwood in front, Morrison Jr. is second. Title contenders 8 and 7 take third and fourth, and the 9 and 34 take fifth and sixth. And we are underway here already. Green flag in the air. 18 laps around this 2.6 mile superspeedway. Unlike with most superspeedways that are triovers, turns 1 and 2 are you go through turn 1 and there's a slight straightaway before turn 2, and then turn 3 and 4 create the familiar trioval. Already we are hitting above 200, almost 220 from Nick Baker. Morrison Jr. is way into the inside. The number 8 of Luis Gustavo de Marza looks into the inside. Is he going to take lap 1? It's going to be close. But it looks like Sherwood does take lap 1, just barely. Actually, yep, it was the 25 of Sherwood. They are now almost hitting 240. This is what happens when you race on a super speedway with no restrictor plate, that's for sure. Look into the cockpit of Sherwood, who is currently going 230. Dustin Morrison Jr. is going to the inside leg. It will be the number 8 of Luis Gustavo de Marza who convincingly takes lap 2 this time. As we look at our helicopter cam here, you can see that those 7 drivers are the ones that are mainly fighting for it, but we are still just 2 laps in the race. It's good. The starting of the banking between turns 3 and 4 is where it's the hardest to control. You will see some drivers lift the accelerator a little bit just to ensure that they don't lock up their tires before going into turn 3. There is the 44 of Leonardo Pasquale, who's usually good at super speedways, but is currently running in 21st, battling with Levante Martin for 20th. The 65 goes for a block on the 70. Let's get our in-car cam from Paulia Hopkins. As you can see, he lifted off the accelerator there to get that grip. His teammate Luis Gustavo de Marza is still in first, but Dustin Morrison Jr. is coming. Meanwhile, right behind him, you see the 53 of Buckles Huckleberry making a good run. Also, the 74 of Ilya Yankovic, who was battling with fellow rookie David Noonan. If you're looking for the battle of the rookies, it is the 4 of Dylan Falconstar who is doing the best so far. And how about this? There is your top 3 at the moment, 8, 10, and 7. Almost 1/3 of the way done with this race, and our cameras can barely keep up with their speed. Still in the 230 marks. Bill Edgewater has dropped a few positions. It seems like the 8 and the 10 are tandem drafting at the moment to try working together and unintentionally working together to pull themselves away from the rest of the pack. And it's working very well so far. 1/3 of the way done here in Seattle. It is the 8 in first, the 10 in second. Dustin Morrison Jr. has redeemed himself so far after his blowout at Watkins Glen a couple races ago. But look at the run from de Marza. He is off. Dustin Morrison Jr. must have slowed down while Gustavo de Marza didn't. And because of that, Here's Edgewater coming into the inside. He's looking for his 5th win of the season. Bill Edgewater has the most wins out of every driver this season, but did have a stretch where he finished bottom 10. Finished in the bottom 10 multiple times, and Bill Edgewater is currently looking for redemption because of it. 3 wide coming into turn 1. How about the 8 got loose. The 8 got very loose there, but he's able to save it before the 7 can take advantage. Meanwhile, we have teammates racing next to each other, the 3 and the 14. We are still in the 230 range. Let's see how fast they go coming into the straightaway. Coming to the straightaway, you can see Falconstar, who's right behind the draft. He is hitting 240, 242. And you see they hard brake until they go down to about 220. And because of that, the 14 is going to let the 3 pass. Positions have not shifted that much, at least not yet. We are almost halfway. The 8 is still convincingly in the lead, but Edgewater and Morrison Jr. are coming. It's mainly been those 3 who look to be the most likely to come with the title for this race. As you're looking for our rear cam, Edgewater is getting closer. Very close. Is Edgewater going to go for a move coming into the inside using that slingshot from the slipstream? Edgewater is going to go for it, coming into the inside. It will be Bill Edgewater who takes the lead. Dustin Morrison Jr. is going to look to take 2nd as well. If any of these drivers are going to win this race, it is going to be one of these 3. We are coming into lap 11, 8 laps to go. Bill Edgewater and Brian Morrison Jr. goes into the inside. Surprisingly, no crashes yet despite the speed. The drivers have done very well to contain themselves. We'll see what happens as the drivers are going to want to get more aggressive. And now a pack is forming. The Cadillac teammates especially have joined the party. Anybody from the 7 to really the 16 of Fontaine have a good shot. The last Superspeedway win was from Fontaine at Ricky Raceway in Canada. Let's get a cam view from O'Sherwood. See when the pack view of O'Sherwood, he's going to look to make a draft as well. Taking advantage of the draft. The 10 is out of the way. He's going to utilize the outside. Full throttle going into turn 3. Here comes the 14 right behind the 25. The 14 looks into the inside. Go from our helicopter cam. Look at these drivers. It's those 6 who are mainly contending for it, as we are 2/3 of the way done here. Here comes Luis Casaba de Marza into the inside. Meanwhile, any action going on in the back of the pack? Not that much. They're all considerably riding single file. Let's get our action back up in front. And Luis Fontaine has joined the party, as well as David Noonan. Buckworth Huckleberry's almost there. 5 to go. This is going to be a very good finish. Here comes Kasim Damatale, who's looking to lead her first laps of the night. It's Luis Casaba de Marza is still the front runner. O'Sherwood has fallen back a few positions. O'Sherwood looks to take advantage of the outside. And look at the gap that Luis Casaba de Marza has made, but he knows that Edgewater and the 14 are going to close that gap. 4 laps to go. Let's get a roof cam from Bill Edgewater, who looks to close in. I believe it's Salvador Marza, and he is. He's got the slipstream. He's got the speed, way more speed, as you can noticeably see that he is going faster. Is he going to try to make the move coming into turn 3? Luis Salvador Marza stays in the middle. Edgewater takes the inside. The gap is not there quite yet. Edgewater does not have enough grip, but the 8 is losing grip going into the outside as well, and because of that, Edgewater is neck and neck with Marza. It's 3 laps to go. The 8, the 7, and the 14. But here comes the 5 of Noonan into the inside. The 25 as well. Dustin Morrison Jr. has fallen back plenty of positions. Two laps to go. Number 8 versus number 7 at the moment. Oh, the 8 must have got loose coming into the outside. He has the momentum now, but the 7 is coming into the inside. 2 laps to go here in Seattle. The 14 is coming. The 8 is still in the lead. Both of these drivers looking to make significant impact in the title race. But here comes the 3 of Steve Rada, getting a side draft from his teammate. Here comes the 20 of Guy. The Volkswagen teammates have met up. Are they going to team up to try to get themselves in front? It might not be enough time though, but here comes Rada to the inside. 1 lap to go here at Armory Digital Superspeedway. It is currently the 8 of Luis Gustavo Navarza, who is 1 lap away from taking it all. But here comes the 3 of Rada. Here comes the 20 of Guy and the 3 of Rada, who look to try to slingshot away from the 8. The 3 is using the slipstream of the 8 to get closer. Coming into turn 3. Rada's going to try to use the outside. Is he going to try to send this up there? Here's Edgewater coming into the inside this time. And it looks like the 8 is going to hold on unless Rada can make one last move. And it will be the number 8 of Luis Gustavo Navarza who holds on. How about that? What a run from the 8 car. Led the most laps. It actually wasn't close to having the fastest lap. The fastest lap was to the 65 and the 44 Pasquale. But all that matters is the checkered flag, and that checkered flag goes to the 8 car of Luis Gustavo Navarza.